All right, we left the other presentation off by we assigned the crew. So as you see here, I only assigned 3 in this project just to show you guys some of the reports that's going to happen. Another thing I want to point out is if you look at your resource list, you'll see those Microsoft project personnel that we brought over. Now says Microsoft project is where they were brought in from. And if you don't have it where it says Builder 5, Builder 6, Builder 7, it's going to tell you what those builders were in Microsoft projects. All right, so let's go ahead and get out of this and let's start actually entering data in the project. So when you complete work on the project now, you'll go to section 2, you'll go to your CAD sheet, and you'll start putting in work. Okay, so once you put in, you go to work element. Once you start putting in information into the project, okay, let's say if I say this is completed 100% and we expand it 21 man hours, right? And we earn it today, let's say. Or we earned it yesterday, right? You click off. All right, but the green's not going to be there, okay? It's not going to allow you to earn outside of your project timeline. Okay, because this doesn't fall within our start date of our project. So we have to close this. Okay, close this, and before we could even start earlier than what date we did, if it's a month ahead, we have to export it back out. It says construction activities require a resource to export. You hit OK. It's going to tell you what activities don't have resources assigned. So it's these 3 that are missing resources. So you can look at it and say, okay, remove footer is missing a resource, remove column formwork for wall, place CMU RST. So let's go to the first one. Remove footer formwork from wall B. We come in here, remove footer formwork from B. It doesn't have a resource. It's going to let us do this only because there was none assigned. And then we had place. Well, we can always come back here. Remove formwork. So it was 04. So it was the one right under it. 04. And place CMU phase. So 04/20/02. Nope, 02 it was. Save, hit close, close that, go back to export. All right, after a project opens up, I've already went ahead and started doing it. But you would change this date from whatever the start date is, if you're going to start earlier, and move it to the day that you're actually starting. So I'm putting that we started yesterday, 17 September, for this training. Okay, so after that, you would go back to CPM. I've already imported mine, but you would hit the import, wait a while, let it go. Remember, best practice was save a copy of this before importing. Alright, so I would just go to File, do File, Save As, find out where you want it, and then place it in that folder, and then give it the name. So I went here, I made it Project Training 3. You can make it whatever name you want, just remember what it was. Hit Save, and it will save this as a copy down the road. As you see, most of the red men I've already cleared out on this one. That's why I brought it in. I have a few more to clear out, but for right now that was already covered. So we go through, you got to make sure before you import it you set baseline to it again. Okay, hit OK, then you come over here, because as you see I didn't hit the baseline, so therefore my dates didn't change, so I have to bring it back in again. So that brings up another thing. Let's say you had that happen, which I had here, right? You would close out this one, always say yes, even if export, still saying those three, which I don't understand. I gave them resources, but we'll go through it real quick again. We'll give them resources. All right, those are done. Close this, export, yes, and now we will export it. All right, so my projects popped up, and I went ahead and closed the project that opened up from CPM and opened up my projects that I saved, the Project 1 Training 3. Making sure the resources are there. Oh, Tech Trainer, that's right, doesn't require because we just did it as a duration cache sheet, not a actual cache sheet that requires personnel. Okay, like I said, we gotta come back to project, make sure we set baseline, set the baseline, yes, Then we come back and we can import it. Alright, now we got the pop-up, import successful. Go ahead and hit OK. And you saw that it changed the dates and it went back to green. Alright, so that's very important. I'm glad that hiccup happened. But you'll be surprised on how more often than not that you guys will forget to baseline your project. Okay, so now that we're baseline, we have the 19th. We can come in here and select the cash sheet. So we go into our move in cash sheet. The early start, don't worry about that. We come in here, we go to work element, and we can start saying that yesterday we moved in, we completed this 100%, 21, date expended yesterday, and now you'll see, because we're in the project start and finish time, now we can sit here and say okay, we'll update it. It will come down here to work history and it will show you the percentages. Then you can close that off. Now let's say toolkits. Okay, say toolkits we did yesterday and we only completed 25%. Okay, we only did maybe, I don't know, 8 hours. Okay, and we earned this yesterday. We hit OK. Now today, let's say we did 25%. Okay, we did another 25%. You see here it says completion 0. Okay, so you have to add however the percentage that you believe you finished today to yesterday's to get this to show the correct thing. So we actually did 50% complete. All right, we expended another 8 hours. And we did that today. It won't let us do it, right? So first you got to do 0 to get it cleared out. You have to do 0, 0, and today's date, and I will delete it. Then you can come back in and do 50, 8, and today's date, and that will bring it to that we only did 25% today, totaling 50% overall. Okay, I'll go through how we got rid of this error again. So you put 0, 0, and then today's date, or whatever date it is, you hit update. It will take out your last entry. If you try to get rid of this one, we'll try it. 0, 0, yesterday. It will delete that one as well. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put this back. 25, 8, yesterday. 25. Whoops. Remember we said add it. So 50, 8, today. Okay. Then you close that out. Now it's showing that it's been started. Now if you come to general, in other times you had to add this date. The date now automatically populates when you put the first work element in. So as soon as you put work to this cache sheet, the cache sheet's going to automatically fill in the actual date. Okay. Now let's say we closed it today. So we under it. 34. Today's date. You can't just put that in. You have to first clear out the last entry for that date. Okay. All right, now it's going to say this activity is now 100%. You must enter actual dates and duration on general tab. When we hit OK, that already comes in. All right, so that information already populates for you. When it's 100%. Now you could just double check it to make sure it came over properly. All right, so let's go to another one. Let's open another cash sheet. Let's find the building layout. All right, so let's open building layout. Or no, even let's just do sediment fence. So sediment fence, okay. Say we started it yesterday as well. We'll just say we put 50% in. We'll do 420. And we did that yesterday. And we hit update. Okay. And close. Again, it automatically populates for us. But let's say now we tried to take in that much of the trench, but we didn't make the trench wide enough. So now it's rework of what we already did. Okay, so to add rework while you're still working on another element, you can come here and hit add rework. The data was identified, which is today. The discrepancy, description of this deficiency, so we could put trench not wide enough. Okay, and hit save. We don't know the cost, and you're still talking to the QC. That's going to come up as its own work element in orange. So you'll see the work element turned orange and the cash sheet in the quick jump has turned orange. That signifies that there is a rework for this cash sheet. Okay, so because we have the trench not wide enough, now when you come here, all right, you are only expending, and the date is just a date. You're not earning man days. See here, you earn man days, expend it. When we do this one, and we say this is, let's just say it's 100% today, we fixed it, okay? And we expend it another 420 man days today to fix it, and we hit update. You're not going to earn that. Okay, you're not going to earn it. You're going to expend it, All right, so if we hit close, you're going to see that you're expended a lot of man days or man hours and a lot of man days. Okay, so when it's 100%, you're also going to get a pop-up that comes up like this, and it says rework is now 100%. You must enter an update to associate cost of the rework. If the rework didn't cost anything, put 0 and save. Okay, put 0 and save. But every time you go there, it's going to ask you that question. So you hit save. That's done. All right. Go to general. It's showing you information that we still started it. But as you see, once the rework is finished, it will be cleared out of orange. It will stay there on orange, but now it's going to say it's 100%. So I went over how to start putting in work element actuals and how it automatically updates the actual. When we close out a CAD sheet, it will automatically calculate your information that you put in. And like I said, if we had issues where we had any rain, you want to put it in the comments, as it's, if we had 1 day of rain, 4 hours of rain, and no work could be completed, put that in the comments as a tracker. Not only in your crew leader logbook, but put it on the CAD sheet so you know what CAD sheets were affected by the rain that day. Okay, so that's how you enter data into your work element and actually capture work done on a CAD sheet. Next, we'll get into reports and how reports are made.